Kia ora whānau, welcome to my channel. You're watching Bin Living with Big B, streaming to you live from Western Australia. It is currently 6 a.m. on a Monday morning here in my neck of the Southern Hemisphere, and the outlook for today, blue skies are shining on me. So good to see everyone and joining us this morning, this evening, today, wherever it is, whatever time it is in your part of the world. Appreciate you all guys stopping in. Of course, Cindy and Boo Boo and E-Dreams are all in here. Always rock solid. The first ones to rock up. Appreciate you guys so much. You guys have had quite a bit of a yarn before we rock and rolled. That is cool. So the outlook for today, like we are well and truly into our summer period right now, and the weather has been hot, but I think we've got just enough coverage this morning that we're going to be in for a pretty cool day. So looking forward to that, absolutely. Hey, UFC fan, what's going on, my dear friend? So good to see you. Dive and Dash, what's going on, brother Kyle? Clarissa Peterson, hello, hello. Southern Belle, hey. Claudette, good to see you all. Petite Fireball, what's going on, Ellie? Wow, awesome. Luana and Joe Ward. Wes, brother Wes, 16 degrees there where you're at, Wes, is it? How is everybody today? Mr. Doggy Dog, of course. Good to see everyone. Penny and Nicosia. That's a lovely new name. Welcome, Penny. So good to see you. Hey, look, as you know, before we get started with our live stream, we always, well, I do anyway, love to give thanks. It certainly sets the standard for, the ongoing live stream and, puts everyone in a good frame of mind. Hey, Phyllis, what's going on? Good to see you, Phyllis. Let's give thanks. Heavenly Father, we give thanks for the blessings you bestow upon us each and every single day. We give thanks for the strength you give us so that we may face life's daily challenges. We also ask that we give thanks for the love and joy that you fill our hearts and that we go out and share that love and joy with all. Heavenly Father, we ask that you bless those that have been suffered terribly from the tornadoes over in the States. We ask that you bless the families and watch over them, Heavenly Father. We ask that you watch over those that are less fortunate and underprivileged, the hungry and the less fortunate, Heavenly Father, the sick and the ill, not only physically but mentally. Heavenly Father, we ask that you bless us all. We ask that you bless this house and the people in it, bless this chat and the live stream, and in the power and glory of your name. Amen. We like to give thanks and show our gratitude. It helps build our gratitude and empathy, and we should be doing it any time of the day, any day of the week. So a huge amen to that. And of course, let's not forget the family, the people and families that have been suffering from the tornadoes over there. Such tragedy. So our hearts and our thoughts and our prayers go out to everyone affected, and not just those that are affected directly, but also the other family members around them. So bearing a thought for them. Also, just want to acknowledge my subscribers and followers. I'm not streaming to the Facebook page today. So it's just me and my YouTube family, of which I'm always eternally grateful. Just an acknowledgement to all my subscribers. Without your continued support, love, and encouragement, there certainly wouldn't be a Bin Living with Big B channel. I acknowledge that you guys are super important to me and this channel, and huge mad love to you all. Also, shout out to all my moderators out there. You guys work tirelessly to help the host and dropping my links, making everyone feel welcome. And I super appreciate the hard work that you guys do every week. I certainly do appreciate it. You guys are also acknowledged rock stars in your own right. Thank you so much. And let's start saying hello to some more people here in the chat. Welcome, everyone. This morning, this evening, this afternoon, whatever time it is, just drop what time it is in your neck of the woods so we can have a look. See, it's 6:06 a.m. right here. But let's say hello to some peeps in the house. Oh, Grab It Faster's in the house. How's it going, Grab It? Heather's Halls. Hey, Heather. Always good to see all these creators in here standing strong with Waylon Myers. Hey, Waylon. Just as well you're here, my bro. We will connect in some way and go through with that interview like like we both promised each other. Just the universe is a funny time, or sort of a funny way of connecting us through timing. So, but we will get there. Well, I'm super excited to team up with you. To be honest, my bro. And hello, Mary. Mary, how are you? CZ Free, UFC fan. Here's my darling. She's off to work now. See you, sweetheart. Have a good day. Judy Booth, hello. She's off. She's on the hi-ho, hi-ho. Teresita De Castro, hello, welcome. The brother Roe had a dream I was a muffler, woke up exhausted. Yeah, all with black lips. You tried to blow the car up. Faye Rogers, how are you? Good to see you. Thank you, everyone, for joining us this morning. Hey, look, we're all set for a good program today. I just want to make a bit of a disclaimer. I've said it once before. The disclaimer is that this isn't a show. It really isn't a program. What it is I've been doing lives and Grab It Fast Knows. We've been doing lives off our channel for 2 years now, relatively consistently too, I might add. And basically, it's just me allocating a day and a slot in time where where I'll be at every week, and so then we can get together and chat about the things that I'm passionate about at the moment, which is dumpster diving. I watch a lot of dumpster diving videos, and just the ability to be able to share my experiences and knowledge, which is what I've been doing since day one. And what it is for me is just being able to connect with you guys all on a, I guess, personal level. And yeah, just share the things that I love to do, which is dumpster diving, right? Hey, Jessica, what's going on? Good to see you, Jessica Dumpster Girls. Honor Johnson in the house, Sharon Harm. Hey, Catherine. So good to see everyone here in the chat. I really am excited every time I see your guys' names on here. I sent you a special something e-dreams. Nice. Hey, you know what? Christmas is almost upon us, ladies and gentlemen. It really is. And although it's a little bit different for me and my partners, all of our kids are growing. It's now it's to see who we can go and visit our children and go and make total messes of their houses is the plan for Christmas. And that's what it's all about. And yeah, it's always a festive time of the year. We call it the silly season over here. I don't know if they call it the silly season over where you are at, but they certainly call it the silly season over here. What is Santa's nationality? Santa is North Polish. I like that. That would be a good joke, especially for people that believe Santa is real. But it's the act of giving, right? Hey, Copper State Treasures, what's going on? So good to see you, my friend. Olga, hi, Mr. B. Love to see you. My best to all who are watching. Kisses from Portugal. Hola, Olga. Hola. Paula Lenz, hi there. On phone, scared to type much. Don't be scared, Ro. You, Ro, scared? Come on now, friend. It's so good to see you, Lisa. Man, I've been just missing your guys' lives, but you know how much I enjoy watching your guys' shows. They're awesome. What else is there? Let's do a quick update on Just Me, Kathy. I'm still getting tons and tons of messages asking if I've heard or seen from Just Me, Kathy, and I haven't for since the last time she was on the live. She made a presence. That was a 2 weeks ago, and I haven't talked with her since. And I have to look at it from a optimistic point of view, whereas sometimes no news is good news, and I'm probably going to stick with it, stick with that. But I did hear from a little birdie that she was seen out dumpster diving, which is a really huge positive, you know. So just in the event, I've sent her a link in case she gets wind of it and would love to come up and join us, which would be amazing. Also sent a link to you too. Would grab it if you ever wanted to come up, bro, and say hey. And of course to Juby, because Juby, who was Billy and Julie, of course, have released a video recently where they got chased by security, right? They got chased by security. So I wanted to bring them on and sort of let's cover the confrontation by security, police, and employees when you're out dumpster diving is crazy. And I'm sure all of us, or most of us, have had that confrontation before. And so, how do we go about dealing with it? I know, for the most part, that we're expected to, well, and we are, be respectful and just leave when we're asked to leave. But I think there's also an element of re-education, like. Sometimes these employees, these managers, these security guards make up their own laws and their own rules and try and belittle you into leaving for whatever reason, you know, their own sense of security. I get that. But at the same time, if you're confident enough, you should be able to express the good that we're doing and re-educating people or raising their awareness of I will move if it's a lawful order, but not because you're trying to install your principles and morals onto me. So it's about deciphering which is which and picking your battles, of course. Wes, so you've had conversations with her, Wes. I'm glad that she's been talking to someone. But she's slowly recovering from being sick, which we knew that she had a bout of pneumonia there. So yeah, good to get some updates. Oh, awesome! Thank you, eDreams. Yeah, I just didn't get around to doing that. Paula Lenz, hi Paula. Everyone say hey, Paula. What's going on? Michaela, welcome, Michaela. Appreciate you stopping in and saying hey. We got the whole family in here. If someone puts their pants on one leg at a time, don't treat them any higher than self, period. Yeah, just imagine if they had three holes for your legs. Uh, Big B, you need to do everything I say, my morals only. Just kidding. Yeah. Well, when you say it, I'm down for say doing whatever you say. Exactly. Hi, Judy Booth. How are we? Copper, we missed him. The friendliest diver ever. We don't have divers in SA. We love the boy with his laughter and blue eyes. Just catching up here on some comments here. Just welcome everyone that's just come in and joined us. Super appreciate you do. Oh, you do, Roman? You do have 3 holes? That's crack up, my bro. Judy May, hi there, Judy. Hey, I watched row. I watched the replay of the live dive lounge yesterday. Great show, man. You guys are um, oh, you guys are doing awesome. Um, but there was one thing I did want to address that you said about the branding. It's not a biggie. I totally agree with everything you say. It's not super important, especially if you're just starting out as a channel creator. I mean, there's other more important things that you need to grow, like community and basically finding your tribe. Because at the end of the day, it's all about views. If money is the intention, but um, branding is it's only important if you are moving more. If you're moving towards a growth in your channel, but that's all I would say, though. Cherie, hey Matt. So I'll tell you what, there's been some awesome things going on with the dumpster diving community as far as people getting mega hauls and milestones being reached. Huge congratulations to Heather's Halls for hitting 11K in the last few days. Really, it just goes to show what hard work can do and what you can achieve if you put your head down and your tail up and work on what you're doing, and and I guess for a certain part your brand. It's not really about the avatar or the logo. You can be branded for a color that you use, a catchphrase, um, just anything that, like, when you're not the face of um, your product or your content, your brand identifies you, you know, outside of that, and will present your brand rather than your story. Your story is behind your brand. Um, but I would have loved to have been there in real time for that kind of conversation. I bloody love that. Scrap with Matt. I super enjoyed your replay live too, my young bro. Sorry I wasn't able to be there. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning for me, and I was big non-eyes time. So yeah, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. But you did a great job. Just keep up the hard work, my friend, uh, and just focus on having fun and making things happy for you. That's the best sort of advice. Don't feel like you should be pressured into the uh, creating content all the time. Viewer are the only things that matter. The rest will follow. Yeah, yeah. You could have some. Like, I would say that you could have someone that views it once. Does it make it more important than someone that it subscribes and views constantly? Absolutely not. Um, the rest follow when you have a core group of people, subscribers, right? Subscribers that go out and deliver your message for you when you are asleep, when you are not available, and other chats and other genres. The idea is to get people to talk about you in other chats, in other genres. And that's the whole idea. Yeah, uh, which makes you Ro, like a good in that sense because you focus on good content. You're genuine. You put yourself out there on the table, and um, you pull no punches as far as what you see is what you get, and that's authentic. That's what you want. You want that authenticism, to come through, and people will feel that, will see that, will identify with that, and resonate with that. Um, and and that's where the hum is created. However, without the brand, they can't take it any further than having to explain you to others. They just say keep an eye out for this icon, or keep an eye out for this guy because he says. But I mean, no doubt, viewers are super important. If you look at our analytics, most of our views come from people that are unsubscribed than subscribed. But the idea is to change that around. So then it's more of a 60-40 subscribe watching than unsubscribe. The other second purpose to outreach is attracting those that aren't subscribed. So we're playing a juggling game. Papa Smith, Ron, and Angie Smith. Hi, Angie. So good to see you all. Thank you for joining us this morning. Shared me out. Thank you so much, Copper State. And I appreciate everyone for smashing the thumbs up. I think Roe was a little too straight up. No, not at all. I wouldn't. Bro, I remember one time Grab It and Kyle were going out live diving, and Kyle was unfiltered and just straight up. He just spoke his mind, and people were trying to hush him. And I would be the first person, and Grab It will testify, that this to be true. I was the first person to say, "Nah, man, don't try and filter that man. Let him be who he wants to be." And you'll get then you'll get genuine people that want to follow that. And same applies to you, my bro. I would just say that I would just say that that um, whilst we're trying to be genuine, that it's that it's that we back it up with substance, you know. But it definitely wasn't a criticism, just a thought, just a thought that um yeah, in hindsight. Yeah, just don't be fake, man. To anyone. I mean, look, there's difference to being fake and wearing two hats. Hey, vault diving. Did I say hi, vault diving? Mr. and Mrs. Vault and the team Vault. Oh, and Jay's in the house too. What's going on, Jay? Painting houses all the way over there in Aotearoa. I saw another Aotearoa New Zealand comment in there earlier. I was too busy gas babbling. Hmm. Let me just see that real quick. Paula Lenz. Uh, I've lost it in transit. Oh my goodness. Oh, here we go. It's Natalie. Natalie Hudson. There you go. From Aotearoa. Hope all is well and have a wonderful day, whānau. Hope you have a wonderful day too. It was awesome talking with you yesterday, Natalie. Thank you for joining us. So yeah, just really wanted to touch base on that. At the Heather McDonald, I'm from New Zealand. Hi, Heather. And Barbara, integrity is the key. Yeah, that's so true. Yeah, you just got to be legit. And like I was saying, we wear two hats. Like, for example, I can swear like a champion and just like a sailor, a wharfie, a construction worker, and can be downright um, nasty if I wanted to be. But out in public, I'm genuinely respectful anyway. It's behind the closed doors I can sort of let those vices down and not be more myself, but be a uh, a colorful a colorful, less public version of myself. It doesn't mean that that makes us less fake. It just means that I just choose my battles wisely, and this time of the day over in the States, with it being like 5 p.m., there's kiddlywinks around. And I got told, who told me that? Oh, Adrian said that I was, it was a little bit PG. And why wouldn't it be if I, kicked off with a give thanks, a prayer? Um, it's supposed to set the standard, not for so much for PG, but for a more respectful dialogue, you know. No doubt when I go live on my memberships, I go hard out. There's no holding me back. And for those that have experienced the lives on my membership, know exactly what I'm talking about. I just go hard out. So yeah, look, there's been some fantastic videos going around. Of course, hey, a huge congratulations also to Vault Diving hitting 15K, doing so well on their channel. So proud of you guys um, in your growth. Your videos are awesome. Still finding stacks of stuff at Amazon Fresh. You know, um, I'm the total opposite right now with the hot weather. I'm not even visiting. Pardon me, not even visiting the food bins at all. Just it's futile. If you're not Johnny on the spot, then you're going to be getting stuff that is spoiled, and and all you get to see is just me showing it. Just showing it spoiled food or food that isn't quite spoiled but can't take. I'm not in the business of risking risking people's lives for the sake of views and likes and stuff like that. I don't roll like that. You know, just to get it for the content, it has to be. You know, it has to be worthy of. If it doesn't pass my checklists, it's just not going to make it. And I've been chastised in comments about leaving stuff behind or taking too much stuff, or and been given awesome advice and sort of like how to keep stuff from spoiling and refrigerating and bottling and jarring and all sorts of amazing feedback of which I'm eternally grateful for. Um, just the reality of it is I come across it so often. There's no real need to do that for my household. But yeah, the donating part of the food has really come down until we get the right weather temperatures, or I'm Johnny on the spot, meaning that when they throw it out and I'm about 30 minutes away from collecting that stuff. Yeah, that's the reality of hot weather. Yes, they do. They have fantastic. Hi, Sharia. How are you? So good to see you. Barbara, Ninja Mama. Hi, Ninja Mama. Good to see you. So glad you guys could join us this morning. Hey, we've just got like a really uh, not a long show for well, program. Here's me. I made a disclaimer saying this isn't a show. It's not a podcast. It's really not a program. It's just a place that I will be every Sunday this time. And if you choose you want to come out and hang with me, I'd love that. And if you do want to hang out with me, then we're going to talk about things that I enjoy the most. And for the most part, it's dumpster diving and my support of other small channels out there. Um, I'm sure the reason why I get so many channel creators come on to my lives is because of that support. Oh yes, Judy, mate, we can. I was going to do that to today, but I've got something on that presses me to that I couldn't do it. But definitely, how about next Sunday before before Christmas comes around the corner? Would you like that? Let you guys decide what we're going to do next Sunday. Want to go to the beach next weekend? Next Sunday, we'll go down, head down to the beach and do that there. Not long, boo boo. Yeah, right, Yogi. Well, if we can get a couple of hour program out of this, I'll be happy with it. And certainly, any longer than that can be a little bit drab. But I certainly do appreciate you guys wanting to spend time with me here. Beach, yes, yes, please, says Catherine. With the rock, UFC fan. We'll go and try another rock. Big B, you have to catch up on your member lives. Love it. Yeah. Oh, so yes. Well, let's lock that in then, ladies and romantic, bro. Fiver for a diver. I appreciate you, my bro. No, you're. Thank you so much for your super chat. You've always been a solid contributor. You know, I just want you to know, my bro, that I think you make a fantastic addition to the Live Dive Lounge, my bro. You know, your kind of humor and and just being a stand-up bloke, bro. Just adds a real cool dimension with yourself, Ray and Grizz and Juan. So kudos to you too, my bro. Um, for everyone affected by the tornadoes in the United States, Ninja Mama, yes, we did a prayer earlier on. I'm not overly a religious man. I'm not a practicing religious man, but I do understand that there's a higher spirit, a benevolent being greater than ourselves, and always love to give thanks. And we gave we sent our prayers out to the people affected by the tornadoes. Crazy, crazy. Oh, Lisa, Copper here, Copper State Treasures. Thank you so much. If you anyone would Lisa, would you like to come up and say hey and tell everyone like what you're about? Ro, would you like to come and say, oh, Angie, thank you, Angie. A trip for the beach, definitely. Well, then we are sold. We are definitely sold. It is going to be the beach for sure. We'll go down to Silver Sands. It's absolutely beautiful down there. The water is blue. The different rocks. UFC fan. There'll be different rocks down there. Andy, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. Do you want to laugh? Saw a lady diving, and she told me she don't take meat because she's vegetarian. Okay, so what is she eating? Jerky, beef jerky at that. There could be guilty pleasures, Paula. Yeah, it could be guilty pleasures. Yes, thank you for kicking off that super train, Ro, and reciprocating. Absolutely appreciate it. Thank you so much. Papa Smith Swan, Matt, did the rest of your day go well that day? Haven't got a chance to watch the replay. But what I saw, it did. Yeah, I thought it looked really, doing really, really well. Oh, you're rendering a 4K video at the moment. Nice. Judy, how you going there, Judy? Yes, I absolutely saw that video too, Angie. That was like really cool. You would love to? Oh, let's see if I can send you an invite on the real quick. Yeah, like I was saying before, not an overly religious man. Oh, I don't think I have your email address, Copper State. Lisa. No, I don't. Might have to just drop it straight on the chat. That's okay. We can do that as well. And then we can make no bench here going to be minus. Oh, no beach. Going to be minus 20 next week. Wow, Phyllis. That's crazy. Damn, bro. I love it when you talk to yourself in third party. I used to do that all the time. Hey, we got Gina in the house. Hey, Gina, how are you? Dumpster diving with glamour. Big B, do you think you'll ever move back to New Zealand? Heather, yes, I do. I do. There's a drawn connection there that cannot be denied. I have a connection with the land, and I'm land wealthy back in New Zealand. I can always go back and put up a concrete pad or a house, and yeah, just by the water and backed up to the bush. Just it's so beautiful. Yeah, I'm yearning to go back. But dumpster diving is illegal in New Zealand. Well, they don't call it dumpster diving. It's called waste extraction. Waste extraction. But that's what I wanted to touch base with, like real quick. And we've got like a lot of dumpster diving creators on here. Now, I don't know if you guys have seen Juby's video where he got chased and harassed by security. If you haven't seen it, we'll take a quick look at it. Let's take a quick look at it because I've got it set it up here, and it's crazy, and give us an opportunity and open the conversation up to sort of like experiences that we have had as dumpster divers, and about not just security or police, but confrontation in general. So let's have a look. Und this chased by security. Here we go. So this is a few minutes long, ladies and gentlemen.
Ridiculous these people are. This security right here has been filming me the whole time. I mean, like I'm doing breaking the law or something.
He's backing up. You should have done that.
Oh wow!
So here we are. This is GB, Julie,
this is
and
just
Billy.
ridiculous.
They're based in
They
Orlando,
want to fuss at somebody. They fuss at these stores. Look
and
at that dumpster.
they're driving around
He
doing a
pulled up
totally
on
legal
us. He
act,
wasn't even in the
which is
dumpster or
dumpster
nothing.
diving.
And he starts, acting a fool and starts pointing the camera at us and stuff on his phone.
He's home.
Got to run someone dropping money off. Okay, Ray, I'll catch you back here later, my bro.
I mean, does he want to?
Look at this guy. He pulls up alongside and literally blocks him off.
Why are you recording me?
You were recording me. I didn't do nothing. Wasn't
You
you?
do nothing. You on the trash, you do nothing.
Huh?
What are you doing on the trash?
Why am I what?
On the trash can. On the dumpster. What you doing on it?
I was getting some of the good stuff they throw away out.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
So let's just stop for a second. Pardon me. Let's just stop for a second here. He pulled Juby over because he was filming him. Now, I'm pretty sure your First Amendment right is that you can film anything you like in public. that you see in public. And it's interesting how some people in authority make up their own rules. It's a good opportunity for us as dumpster divers. What's your best approach? What is your best approach when being confronted by someone out in the dumpsters? For the most part, we're asked to just be respectful, and when we're asked to leave, we just leave. We just leave. Would you say that to be a true statement? We would just leave, so then we're not hassled or harassed or at all. We just get on with it. Let's just go back to that real quick. And watch the rest of it.
I mean, you see how crazy that? You see how mad he got? He's filming us.
There's no law against
Okay,
filming.
See people like psycho over some stuff.
And that's that. Claudia, security should be in the mall catching the thieves, slipping stuff in their pockets. Security was probably making a YouTube video. No, but it's a real thing. There are people that fear going out dumpster diving because of the confrontation. They do. And people will rather fear it. I don't know if any of you have watched any of the confrontations that I've had, but they've always ended out pretty well. I guess because I rehearse a lot about what I'm going to say when I'm ever confronted, and I'm always resorted to. It started off as I'm getting boxes. I'm getting boxes. And that was to, in part to deny that I was actually grabbing stuff and extracting it from the dumpsters. Was it a guilt thing? It was for me a little bit, and was it just to get it over and done with any confrontation, so then I can be left alone to do what I want to do? Absolutely, all of the above. But as I got to do it more, and I became more confident in myself and more confident in the confrontation, that I was able to raise awareness and let them know that what I'm doing is totally legal. What I'm doing is totally harmless. Actually, I've got Grabbit's one here, and his is a really good one. So, shall we watch Grabbit's one? Big B kills them with his charm. I kill them with making myself approachable, because I'm a pretty big guy, man. I'm 6 foot. I'm 100 and whatever it is pounds, a lot. We're short and sweet and to the point. Absolutely. And I approach with my hand extended and a smile on my face, and because I think it's way better to try and make a connection than it is to try and escalate something unnecessarily. But some people want to come into it escalated. So let's check out Grabbit's security one from nearly a year ago. And if you haven't seen it, then, it's pretty shocking how this guy just races up and tries to catch Grabbit out. It's just, it's hilarious what he does. Okay, here we go.
You got a channel? Okay, what's the channel?
Grab it fast.
What is it?
Grab it
What
fast.
I'm gonna do
Mhm.
tonight is I'm just gonna ask Julie for the night. I just have to kind of see why I hate myself, and if we're gonna go our separate ways tonight and be cool, and I can call you tomorrow. And I'll get it.
Yeah, what are you doing in here? You're not supposed to be in here, remember?
I already talked to that cop.
So did I. I talked to the state police, and they said you are not supposed to be in the garbage cans in here.
He called me back and he told me Big Lot said they're not trespassing nobody. They're leaving it unlocked. They don't
They
care.
said, okay.
Cop called me back. I talked to him. So go call the
After
cops
11
or whatever you want
nobody's
to do.
supposed to be in the parking lot anyway.
Why is it such a big deal that I dumpster dive? I'm not hurting nothing.
No, I'm not.
I
don't
mean,
care
we
that
could
you
be
dumpster
cool.
dive.
I'm just
I don't care about that. I'm just doing my job. You know, it's all I'm doing.
But can't you just drive by me? I'm not doing nothing.
I'm sorry. If I could, I would.
Now let's just stop there for half a second. He says that he could, he would if he could. He's just trying to do his job, which is you can still do your job, right, Rabbit? You can still do your job. You can watch from afar and observe that if any shenanigans, if he's going to be messy, that that then he can jump on it. But if there's nothing untoward happening, you go, okay, I remember that car, I remember that guy. But what this guy is doing is enforcing his own morals and principles onto Grabbit. He's telling him he doesn't really care that he's dumpster diving, but the reality of it is that he does care, and yeah, he does. He's ended up being a Karen about it, a Darren. I think they call him Darren, same thing. But he says, he uses the old adage, I'm just doing my job. My boss tells me to have to think, and it's what you report to your boss, right? You report you've seen some stuff, and then it's reciprocated. So let's carry on. Let's carry on with this, Karen. Yeah. Here we go. Let's carry on with this, Karen, and the cops get involved.
I really would, but I can't. My boss said no. If there's somebody in the parking lot, you tell them they have to leave.
But it's legal. That's the thing. It's legal, and the cop told me that I was able to do it.
The state cop. I work at Hilldale, but it's courthouse at Hilldale.
Hey, Wilhelmina, how are you?
3 or 4 different state
From
police.
Frankfort, Missouri.
And they said no, it's not legal.
Yes, this is the second time. Yeah,
and it's legal. Here, it's different from here to Ann Arbor. Ann Arbor is illegal.
I will go down. I'll talk to my boss tomorrow and see what he says. And he said, if the lids are closed on these dumpsters, he said that's trespassing.
Well, it's open.
Right. I understand that. But then,
so this is actually the second time
I've come through,
Rabbit was
and
approached.
they've been closed. I come back through about 20 minutes later, and they're open. And it's So
I'm not.
So now let me just take it right back. See if. Oh, here we go. This is previously. Here we go. Check
All right,
this
y'all.
out.
Big Lots again, and
Now here's Rabbit. Just look at it. Listen to his voice. He's so happy. Dumpster diving. He's so happy. He found a store. Chips galore. I can hear his heart racing. You know how I know he was having fun? I was in the car. Look at that. Drops the bag and the bus all open. And look at this dude.
I've already talked to the police. I
I
told you.
talked to the police last night in here. And they said, no, you are stealing. Let me call them real quick.
Look at this
Not
guy.
stealing. I've already told you that.
Look at this guy.
I got permission from the police to dump through that.
As long as he's not dumping into the dumpster. Now
Hey,
that
Eric,
becomes-
how are you?
that's not gonna be an issue.
Strong minds, jewelry lovers. Hello, how are you?
What is it?
Grab
What
it
I'm
fast.
going to do
Mhm.
tonight is I'm just going to ask you to leave for the night. I just have to kind of see why I am myself. And if we're going to go our separate ways tonight and be cool, I can call you tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, dude.
So let's just stop that there for a second. And I don't know whether you heard what the cop had said. Whether you heard what the cop had said, but he didn't give any hassles at all. The only one dumb thing that he said was that that it could be construed as breaking and entering. You heard it right. He could have been could have considered it breaking and entering, like secondary breaking and entering, because it didn't have a lock on it. Just the fact that he opened up the lid would have been considered breaking and entering. That's right, grab it. Which is crazy, right? Which is crazy. Just for opening the lid of a dumpster would be considered breaking and entering. I think me and Grab even looked in, or I did looked into the laws of that, and that does not cover breaking and entering, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know where authority gets off and just making up, fabricating these laws and plucking them out of nowhere. Just pluck, pluck, pluck. Here's a new law. Student trash time. The city security told us to stop. Also said he got off work at 4. It's a non-breaking and entering. It's a non-law as far as the dumpster, as far as the dumpster is concerned. I enjoy your channel so much, Big B. Thank you, Angie. I really enjoy your vlogs as well. So much. Karen spoiled the mood. Yeah. And but also they can also provide us with really with insightful knowledge on how we can better conduct ourselves, right? So at the end of the day, whilst we want to carry on doing what we're doing, how can we re-educate or reprogram these people and turning their mentality around, or their visualization around, that what we're doing is a really harmless act. In fact, it's more of a helpful one than it is what they lead to believe. It's we're helping people within the community. It has an environmental angle where things aren't going into the landfill. It's about which one of these great acts is going to touch your heart. Which one is it? And if none of them do, then I guess you just have to relinquish the battle to win the war. That is a possibility, Booby. Maybe security did want it for themselves, but if you looked at what Grabbit was going through and his approach, it had nothing to do with getting the stuff that was in the dumpsters. He just felt that it was an act that people in society shouldn't be doing. Good night, Catherine. Thank you for stopping in, and I thoroughly enjoyed your company. Hey, big preacher brother Trinidad in the house. Sup, Trinidad? Shaquila. Yeah, that was I tell you what, that is definitely the lesson to be learned. It's like how Rabbit handled himself with the guy. He kept himself calm, cool. He never escalated it any further. He pushed his point across as far as it's legal what I'm doing. There's nothing wrong. I'm more concerned about why is it so wrong for you to think that I'm doing it. What's wrong with that? And he don't offer any justification for it or validation. He just tells you just can't do it because they said, you can't do something because I said you can't do it. Right? How crappy is that? It's supper busy. Renee, are you supper busy? And hey, Dawn, what's up? Good to see you, Dawn. What's that flower you have on? So yeah, it's identifying those that truly are ignorant of what the laws and the ordinances are. Like obviously, for those that don't know, it's legal federally in America throughout all 50 states. on a federal level. It's just that each state, each province or county, I don't know what you call an area within a state, a town, or have their own ordinances as far as they call it dumpster diving. Dumpster diving is a terminology that's come about since the 1970s. Like here's me, like all of this useless knowledge that I've absorbed is now found its home. Unbelievable. Yeah. Dumpster diving was only a thing up until the 70s. Otherwise, it was called waste extraction. Waste extraction used to be illegal, and then it all changed when dumpster diving came about in the 70s. I mean, obviously, people still did it, even though it was illegal. I mean, it's illegal in New Zealand and always has been, but I've been scavenging and out of there since I was a young man. So, I guess it's only illegal if you get caught. Did I say that out loud? No, of course I did. Hi, Anne Jean. Hi there. Hey, Renee. Did I say hello, Renee, already? Yes, of course I did. Here's Halls in the house, of which you've always been there, my sis. Boom. So yeah, that's how do we deal with confrontation? It can be scary. I think for the most part, employees really don't care. I've had conversations with truck drivers that do the deliveries in the stores, and for the most part, they really don't care. If they're delivering at night, all they want to do is be able to get their deliveries out and get home. And I hear that from countless truck drivers over and over again. They, as long as you stay away from my truck and my goods, we're all good. You stay away from that and their property. They're as happy as Larry. Mary, my husband and I knew this man, and I don't know how he did it, but he would eat spoiled food and put the food on his balcony. The stench was brutal. Dang. Well, in some cultures, spoiled food is not so much a delicacy, but when you didn't have refrigeration, you would spoil your food to the point it could almost be fly blowing. There's a technique, and I know it sounds disgusting, but there's a technique that's like beef jerky, but you have to rot the outer side of the meat first before you can hydrate the rest. I know it sounds rank, but it's true. It's true. He did have a fridge. No, I'm just saying that some of these old preserving techniques would you have to go through a rotting process first before you, and then you could keep like things like meat for 50 years, but it has to go through a process first. That's all. Yeah, I know. In my culture, there is a process called pāwhara, where you would like air rot meat and fish. Yeah, without salt. Without salt. And I know it sounds yuck because it's it's not what we're used to seeing every day. Go to the supermarket, pop something out of the fridge. Has to be a certain way. But back in the day, before there was any of that, yes, he did, Big B. Oh yeah, okay. Before there was any of that, we had to try and conserve or stock food for when it was less available. See, and as you can tell, from the title, almost everything, almost all about dumpster diving. Almost all. I got not called out. I got caught out, guys. I did. I don't talk about all things dumpster diving on my live. I've been caught out. Yep. Um, I do like to talk about it mostly because I love it. It's our common ground. It's the common ground that we share. It's the reason why you come and watch, uh, my channel. It's because I have dumpster diving content, but I've also got a funny voice, funny accent, and yeah, that's about it, really. So, what else has been happening out there in the dumpster diving world? So many awesome videos heading out there. Obviously, Heather's dropped one not that long ago, and got another killer haul out there. Vault diving, got a beautiful um, uh, a video out there. Scrap with Matt is just did a live, but is also popping out content once or twice a week. Um, Grab It is back in the loop again. Good to see you back, Grab It. That's awesome. It started off doing a live and has dropped a couple of Audi videos, getting a score in Audis. Boom. What are you going to rap for us? You've been called out. Just kidding. Not me. Not me. I don't rap. So many awesome divers out there, and just so much awesome content. That's and I also watch a lot of non-English speaking channels. Bautista Spain TV. I watch Thomas. I watch. These are all Filipino. AI French as well, and Panay Texan. All these. Man, they get incredible numbers and they get incredible hauls. And I would just love to know what they're talking about because they put that laughing emoji con all the time. And so they must be crack up. They must be cracking up. Mary Fisher, hi from Missouri. Hi, Mary. Shaquila, the Shannon is back and happy. She is feeling. Yes, Shannon is back. Dumpster diving mama of two. She is back and doing incredible with her mail-in donations from all over the world. So she's like, oh, plus I'm gonna bring it up real quick. So just bear with me for a little bit. But I want to introduce you to a new channel that not only did I see in another. Not only did I see on another platform, but as they're making her mark here in in Facebook also, but her name is Salty Stella. Salty Stella. If you're unaware of who Salty Stella is, she's got a humongous following on TikTok, over 700,000 followers. But not only that, but she is super, super cool, man. She is high energy, high octane, just full on dumpster diving. But she also runs an organization that all of the monies and proceeds that she gets goes towards her organization that help homeless people and are feeding the less fortunate. Just an amazing individual. I've got her thing up here, so let's have a look at it just real quick. Share with you Salty Stella. Oh, here she is. Here we go. So here's Salty Stella's YouTube heading. It's right here. She's got a few videos. She's growing on popularity. Obviously, her followers are coming over from a TikTok. She's got a lot of shorts in here. So let's grab someone here. Let's check out the short one here.
We have an exceptionally large haul today. 5 gallons of milk don't expire for 3 more days. I am going to open one and try it before donation to make sure there's nothing wrong with it. Pringles, snacks, 2 boxes of LaCroix. But let's talk about the cosmetic damage to the grits box and the Cheerios, because these dates, February 22nd, February 28th, February 27th, it's the cosmetic damage that makes them put stuff in the dumpster.
Yeah.
These animal snacks are out of date. That cat food is open but full. You better believe that's going out back for the raccoons and possums. This is good till 2022. I am going to check recall. And this orchid. I am quite certain this beautiful flower was in the CVS dumpster because of the wilting petals. It's not dead.
She is a bundle of joy. Our friend Salty Stella. I have to run. Have a wonderful day. Good. Copper State. Okay. Awesome. I had that video hidden from my channel back when I posted it. Didn't do good. Didn't think it was a crime to repost it. Which video was that? Grab it. Was that the cop one? Thanks to you, Dreams. There you go, Salty Stella, YouTube. Go and check her out. I think she's amazing. She has a story behind everything that she does. That's a very cool chick that I've been following on TikTok. So glad that she's got a challenge now, a channel now. Like to show something else, but she's got like a Q&A right here. Hang on. She's got a Q&A right there that ask about herself, and so check that one out, as well as her dumpster diving videos. But just a super interesting person that does her whole purpose behind it is to help people within the community, and you can only give nothing but praise for people that do that. In fact, that's the kind of people that I gravitate towards. Lisa, have a great night. God bless you. Lisa, see you, Lisa. Oh, the one you reposted a few days ago. Sweet as, bro. You know, the thing is, at the end of the day, people are going to express their views, even if it wasn't a repost. It'd be something. And we're just going to focus around the ones that have good feedback. Just the good feedback. There are recalls on Coke, Sprite, Kool-Aid. Check your halls, really? Is that just in the States? Because I haven't seen anything here. Mind you, it's been a hot minute since I found a whole heap of fizzy drinks. Hey, Mac. How are you? Denise Keynes. Hey, Big B. Love and hugs, sweetie. Love and hugs to you too, Denise. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, well, so we touched base a little bit on confrontation with security and stuff like that, and just sharing some of the new people that I see on here. Look, if anyone would like to jump on and come and say hey for the last, I'm going to drop the link on there. But also through consensus, next weekend we'll be going down to the beach, weather permitting. I should add that as well as part of the disclaimer, weather permitting. Yeah, oh no, not the Coke. I hope the Coke doesn't get recalled. I would never assume that they would, though, right? I mean, it's already filled with poison. And, you know, it's literally a black death. Coca-Cola. You know, they put a chemical in it because you see so much sugar in Coke, and I'll bring it up because it is true. I've researched it. They put in so much sugar that they put a chemical in it that stops us from vomiting, from regurgitating the because of the high levels of sugar. Mac, I love when we go to the beach, Big B. I love it too. I love taking you guys down there. You know, I know when you guys are especially experiencing the cold weathers and weather starts getting a bit nasty down there. Love taking you guys down to the beach. Hey, Lynette, what's up? What are you taking us to see? The Naughty Rock again? Lynette, you and that Naughty Rock has left an impression a whole week. But it sure was fun. It sure was fun. Now we're going to go to a different rock, different beach, and look at a completely different rock. Hopefully, it'll look like an angel this time. That was so funny. You'd love to come on and say hi, man? Come on there, my man. Let's go. Oops. Invite. Copy to clipboard. Da-da-ba-ba. Check out the Dumpster Diving Buddies Facebook group. Dumpster Witch, how you going? Yes, I am. I am. There's quite a few people in here that are members of Dumpster Diving Buddies. Yeah, Big B, I would, but I'm getting ready to eat some pizza. That's cool. Matt, there's a drop there for Matt or any of the other creators. Come up and say hey. Let's talk almost all things dumpster diving. Christmas is just around the corner, ladies and gentlemen. Do you realize how close Christmas is? It's so close I can smell the pine cones. Many years ago, they used to put cocaine in their Coke for individuals to get addicted to the soda pop. Well, Mary, actually, Coca-Cola was originally, they used the coca leaves, which is the raw material to cocaine. It's a derivative of that because it came out as a medicine. It was a medicine before it was a drink. Here we go with Matt in the house.
Hey, Big B, how are you doing, my bro? What's going on?
My young bro, Matt, you're just going to have to tune yourself up just a little bit louder, my brother.
All right, is this better?
And Gene, $20 super chat. Thank you so much, Anne.
Oh, that was so sweet of you, Gene.
Wow, that is massive. Thank you. Love you so much for anyone that does the donating. I just want you guys all to know it goes towards, you know, the us going, you know, collecting content for dumpster diving. And
Big B, I'm gonna be right back. I have to grab a charger.
Okay.
All right.
There's Matt, always prepared. Hey, Matt. Thank you so much, Angina. Super appreciate you. You don't drink soda anymore, Cindy? Not since 2006. That's cool. I have my I wish I could find a dirt bike dumpster diving, says Sean Jenkins. A dirt bike would be nice. Mary says that my husband and I just drink ginger ale once in a while. That's about as fizzy as it gets with a bit of ginger ale.
Ginger ale is pretty delicious, if you ask me.
I know. Do you know? Do you have you ever tried home fresh ginger ale, Matt?
Oh no, I've never tried that before, Big B.
Oh boy!
Oh, it must be good.
We haven't lived. We have not lived. So tell me, how do you think your thing went, Matt? How did you think
my live dive went pretty good. I'm glad with the way it turned out. I think it was pretty successful, pretty enjoyable. We found a ton of goodies, and when I was the clothing rack that I said I couldn't take, my cousin actually ended up going back for me. Later on, my cousin that's in New Jersey, and she went and picked it up for me. So now I could use it for yard sales, my upcoming auction to hang clothes on, purses. You could even hang bracelets and necklaces on, you know, because my mother's selling some of her stuff. So I could even put them on there. So I think it's pretty useful to have.
Absolutely. Hey, and also, Matt, you know what else I love, my young bro?
Yes, let me know.
Bro, I loved your little advertise video
Thank you so much, Big B.
for the upcoming auction, which is when is that going to be, Matt?
Tuesday, December 14th. This Tuesday, I'm doing my very first auction. It's called Matt's Merry Marketplace.
There you go. Tell us a bit more about that. Now, if you haven't already seen the auction I'm talking about, can I get one of the moderators, please, to drop Scrap with Matt's channel link on the chat, please? If you haven't already gone over and seen it, go and check out the little advertising blurb that he just dropped recently. It's super cool. I think he's done a really good job with that.
Yes,
And
one of my
looking
amazing
forward to
mods,
the
helped me do
auction,
that.
which is the 15th on Tuesday.
Yeah, no, the 14th. Tuesday, December 14th.
Oh, 14th. Oh, my
Yeah.
apologies. My apologies.
Oh,
Another
don't
couple
worry
of
about it.
days.
It happens, you know. And my amazing moderator, Victoria, helped me create that amazing video for my auction. The nice preview video there.
Nice.
It's
Well,
pretty
that's
nice.
you know,
I enjoy the design techniques and everything about how it went. I enjoyed it. It was a perfect video, in my opinion.
it was like I watched it, and then I caught up with Grabbit, and we both said, we're going, wow, man, did you see that, man? It was really, really well done. Yeah, big kudos to Matt and
Thank you.
whoever helped you. So cool.
Thank you.
And it really sets the standard of like moving forward and leading into your auction. So what can
Yes.
people expect to get from to see in your auction? I know you've got a few things there on your advertising, but what can people expect to see on Matt's Merry Marketplace
Yes.
auction?
Matt's Merry Marketplace auction. So people can expect to see some candles, some makeup, some jewelry, crafting supplies. What else do we have? We have a Vera Bradley purse. We have, yes, all types of stuff like that. We have some clothing items. We have a nice variety of stuff to be selling at the auction. Nice big variety.
Angie just says down here, Matt, show it, put it on. The video makes you feel like you want to shop.
Ah, yes.
So was it?
So true, Angie. So true.
So true. It does. And put me right in the Christmas spirit. Matt, there you go. I love that. Grab it, says put them right into the Christmas spirit.
Yeah, put me right under your Christmas spirit, Matt. That's awesome, Grab it.
Exactly. And so obviously it's is it just for United States shoppers only?
Yes, it is for now.
And so that way, if it's just for United States only, that way you'll be able to hopefully, when you bid on some of your amazing items, they'll be able to get it delivered to them before Christmas.
Yes, that's the goal.
That is the goal, ladies and gentlemen. So, each any gift ideas for is it just for is there men gifts there as well, or is it just women and children? What's the mixed bag there?
So yeah, there's so toys and makeup that's like around children stuff, some women stuff, not much men stuff that I'm selling yet, but maybe in the future I'll be selling some of my stuff. Hopefully in the future, in a future auction.
So we could be looking forward, depending on the success of this one being your, with the
Yes,
virgin territory, Matt,
yes,
with the
virgin
with the live
territory.
auction.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, I
but
wish it. I wish it all the success,
thank you very much, Big B.
and just give it your best shot, and have fun with it,
Oh,
and
I'll have some fun, that's for sure. Very
I'm gonna try my
merry.
best to to make it in the auction, depending on what time it is. We got funny time frames here, Matt.
Yes. But if you can make it, you can make it. Everyone has a life sometimes. People get busy in life.
Oh, I'm usually asleep, my bro. It's like really early in the morning. I'm getting myself set for work. That's the only time frame that catches me
Okay.
out. Yeah, but I'm there in spirit, my friend. You know that.
Yes.
I'll be sure
Absolutely.
to I'll be sure to help share that out. So then the
Thank
more
you very
people you
much,
get
Big
there,
B.
the more people you get on there, the more people you have bidding, and even if you're not there to bid or buy anything for Christmas,
Just come for
go
fun.
over and support Matt and his forever growing channel.
Yes,
A
come for the
young
fun and
man
be
with a
merry.
good head on his shoulders and an old soul.
Yes.
So respectful, it's always a pleasure to highlight and support young people that are, I know plenty of 15-year-olds out there that are, um, that aren't doing this, you know, that aren't doing this. Big B going over to support Crazy Family Tube. You go over and head over and see them and let them know I'll be over there real soon. It's always great to support a 15-year-old kid's reaching for his dreams. That's it. You reach for the stars, but if you only
Yes.
get to the moon, you can't complain about that, right, Matt?
Yes, absolutely, Big B. I agree.
So, what's the plans for Christmas for you and your family, Matt?
So the plan for me and my family, we usually every year we go to my uncle's and my uncle and my aunt's house and with my cousins and then my other uncles and aunts come over and we usually decorate the Christmas tree and we enjoy the holiday and then at 12 o'clock we all open up the presents and we have a nice dinner, a nice Christmas dessert. It's we always open up the chocolate and vanilla ice cream on Christmas night. We love our ice cream. Me and my cousin. Yeah, we have a lot of fun. It's nice the holiday season. I
It
really
sure
enjoy
is.
it.
So
It definitely is.
Dumpster Witch is just
Hey,
saying
Dumpster
hi,
Witch.
Big D and Matt. How are you, Dumpster Witch?
Dumpster Witch. I saw Dumpster Witch the other day on my live. She's very great.
Yeah, she's awesome. Hi there,
Yes, you're
Cheyenne.
awesome,
Good
Dumpster
to
Witch.
see you.
Hey, Cheyenne.
Cheyenne saying here, you got so much ambition.
How much?
Nothing wrong with a little bit of ambition. Oh, here we go. Here's our friend G's Crafty. Hello, all.
Hey,
There's
Glennis, how are you?
So good to see you, Glennis. Hope you and Matt and the family are well, my dear friend. Thank you for joining us. Well, as you guys all know, Crazy Family Tube are on right now. Please feel free to go over and support them if you wish. Taking a break from candy making. Are you doing a new project, Glennis? Making candies?
Wow.
Crazy cool.
Candy making. That sounds pretty fun.
How many of us, eDreams is asking, how many of us in here sing Christmas carols? You know what? The Christmas carols I know is all filled with snow. I would love to do a Christmas carol that has like a beach version. Like
Ooh.
the jingle bells, instead of dashing through the snow, How about kicking through? How about kicking through the golden sands?
Dashing through the sand.
Yeah,
uh,
on a stinking hot beach, laying out my towel, not too far from reach.
that's great. It has a good rhythm to it.
I know you like that. It's part of my
Yeah, I
flow,
like it.
man. It's part of my
Pretty
flow.
good.
Yeah, bro. You might have to come up with something to like better intro your auction, Matt. You know, come
Oh,
up
and
with a
matter
little
of
bit of
fact,
a.
it's such a funny story that you said that, Big B, because I have some things that I've came up with for my auction recently, and I would love to announce them to everybody.
Let's hear it, Matt.
So after the word final warning on my auction, it's going to be snatch it up snipers. So snatch it up snipers is right before the word gone. Snatch it up snipers, snatch it up snipers. It's like a little song.
I love it.
Yeah,
And you know what?
pretty
You
good.
know what, Matt? You know, for it to stand out from other auctions that are out there, and you know, not displacing any auctions that are out there, one does a fantastic job of what
Yes.
they do.
I think I
You have
love
to
that
do
expression.
something a little bit out of the box, my friend.
Yes. It's an original expression. I love it. I think it goes pretty well. I like it.
It's a shame. It's a shame. That I wouldn't be able to like co-host it because I would add a like a beatbox beat to it.
Oh, that would be amazing if you could, but that's early in the morning.
Exactly. Well, you know what, Matt? We're super looking forward to your auction, and your link has been dropped
Thank
on
you very
the
much.
chat there. So if anyone wants to go and not only that, but go and check out the little advertising lead up to the auction, you'll see that it's very well professionally done, and
Yes.
like a lot of people said, makes you just want to
With
go
the
out and
help of
shop.
one of my amazing moderators, Victoria. With the amazing
Exactly.
help of one of my oh, yes. And one of my amazing moderators, Victoria, helped me get that video out, and I thank her a lot. She was a big help in that video.
Big shout out to Victoria. What's her whole name? Victoria, can you remember?
Victoria the Geektress.
Ah, there you go. I
Yes.
think I remember seeing her
Roberta's
about.
daughter. Roberta Phillips' daughter.
Ah, okay, yes.
Big help.
Lenny Crow says big YouTube Aussie Xmas songs, and you will find them. Okay.
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
do that. I think there's some New Zealand ones as well. White Wine in the Sun by Tim Mitchin. What says Roxanne? We'll definitely have to go and check those out. Some Christmas carols that are filled with sun and sand and surf.
Sound and
Yeah,
sand and surf.
yeah, not dashing through the snow on a sleigh with White Christmas. We don't get that over here, Matt.
Yeah.
We don't get that over here. Hey, so any appreciate you coming on and sharing
very much,
what's
Big B.
going on with you and your channel, Matt. Any words you'd like to say to the chat?
I would like to thank everybody for always supporting my channel and helping me get to where I am today. And I appreciate you all for that. All my mods, all my viewers, you, Big B, personally, all my fans, everybody.
Well, we
I just
certainly
thank
do
you.
appreciate Matt.
Yes.
We certainly do appreciate you, my young friend. I think you've got a long, fruitful journey ahead of you.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just looking forward to seeing, what you can produce, and see where all of us are at in 5 years' time, when
Yeah.
the world is our oyster. Now, just before you go, Matt, Dumpster Witch just wants to ask a quick question about like what camera do you use?
Okay, the camera that I use is a GoPro Hero 8 Black. It's one of my favorite cameras. It comes with the batteries and everything. And I would suggest, since I bought a bigger SD card, a bigger memory card for the camera because I film a lot and I like to have storage. So I would suggest you get a 2 hour to 6 hour memory card, and I think it would help a lot when you're filming and stuff like that. But yeah, it's one of my favorite cameras. You put it on your head and you could use both of your hands during the dumpster dive. So I think it's pretty helpful in my opinion.
So there you go, Dumpster Witch. Matt uses a GoPro 8 Black Series. I also have a GoPro 8 Black Series. I have the exact same camera. Yeah, just real easy
Thank you so much,
to.
Claudette.
They're really user friendly, right, Matt? They're
Yes.
really user friendly. Like you can just hit a button and it will record.
Yes.
You can play back in real time. You know what you've already recorded, and it's
Yeah, and
got
you
a
could even change
microphone
the
there
mode.
where
You
you
can
can
make it.
share.
Yeah, you could even
What's that,
change the
Matt?
mode to slow-mo, video, camera. I even take my thumbnails with the camera and I edit them on my computer. I tell, like, if I take a thumbnail of the dumpster, for example, or inside the dumpster, or me standing next to the dumpster, it's pretty useful for thumbnails and videos and all stuff like that. Even there's a slow motion if you want to change it to that. All you are welcome, Scrap on that. We love you and your positive attitude. Thank you so much, Inga. I appreciate it very much.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they're really easy to use. They're like at this time right now because they've got the GoPro 10
Yeah.
out right now. It's more affordable. You probably can get like Christmas package deals for them. I got a Christmas package deal where I got the camera, I got a couple of spare batteries.
Yes, I got that too.
I got a headset that I can
Yes, that's what I have
attach
for the
the
Hero 8.
eh?
That's yes, that's the same one I have. I have the package deal for the GoPro, the Hero 8 Black model.
A real good, easy, and it could be made even more affordable now. But go check out the GoPro web site first before you look for any cheap deals on eBay or Amazon. Go to the
Yes.
website first. Become a member on there. It doesn't cost anything, and what it does is it privies you to discounts when you become a member of their website. So check that out if you want to go down that track. However, there are cheaper models that can give a really good picture if you're just starting off. If budget is an issue, you know
Yes.
there's other options out there. So don't feel you have to start at the top. Like I know I didn't. I just worked off my phone for nearly a year. Not just me, but Grab It Fast as well.
At
Humble
first, I started
beginnings.
using my iPad and my phone too before I got my GoPro.
Yeah,
My
exactly.
first
We all
couple
did.
videos were from my iPad.
Yep, we all did. We all did. Hey, Four Forks, love to you too, Matt, my bro. So good to see you, my brother. Awesome.
Nice to see you.
Eileen Chandler, hi there, Eileen.
Hey, Eileen.
And Joanne Wadsworth, kia ora, Big B. Merry Christmas. Merry kirihimete to you too, Joanne Wadsworth. Must be over there in Aotearoa. Zombie in the house as well. Hello, all.
Hey, zombie. How are you, zombie?
So good to see everyone on here. Big B, how do you manage to not go to another channel when you do your lives so your fans won't have to switch channels? Oh well, I let my payment slip on the StreamYards. You know, a bit too much
Big B, I have
information,
a
I guess. But that's how I connect with my Facebook family and friends as well. But I'm unable to do that today, so we're just going to do the YouTube chat. Steve M, hello, Steve M. How are you, my friend? Thank you for joining us.
Yes, and Big B, I have a quick question for you, my bro.
Yeah.
Do you know at StreamYard how to set up 2 cameras, like a first camera and a second camera? Because I've been trying to do that and figure out how to do that for a while. If you have an idea of how to do that.
Sure. So, what cameras are you working off? First of
I
all,
would be working on 2 phones.
okay. So you would set up one phone as the host, and then you can send yourself an email to a link, so then you can join your StreamYards.
Yes.
Even as Scrap with Matt, you can have as many Scrap with Matts on there. So then you can send yourself the link. Then you tap into that link on the other phone, and then it can be more mobile. And
Okay.
then or you can have it set. So you can have it set so it's looking at your items.
Okay. Thank you,
Yeah.
Big B. I appreciate it because I've been trying to figure out how to do that for a while. And also that I have another question. Whenever I've been doing my lives, whenever I do my live dives, I have to set up another another stream because I check my phone and it says that Google Chrome, your current browser doesn't support YouTube Live Control Room, and I set up the live on my computer, and then when I go to my phone, it won't let me go into the Live Control Room and set it up from there. If you have an idea.
That's because off YouTube it doesn't have that feature.
Okay.
That's why it doesn't support. That's why it doesn't support another.
So should I
setting.
download another browser, maybe?
Yeah. That's what it'll have to be. A separate browser.
Which
So,
browser supports YouTube Studio?
Yeah.
Which one support YouTube Studio though? Because I'm doing it from my phone, my live dives.
Yeah, and your phone is a iPhone, right?
No, it's a Samsung.
Oh, okay. And that's that goes directly off YouTube live stream.
No, it's a live stream from YouTube Studio that I scheduled for the day after, and I want to start the stream that I scheduled.
So you've scheduled a stream, and
Yes,
now you
so
want to activate it.
Yeah, so I scheduled the stream for my live dive yesterday, and then I had to start a whole new stream because that stream I couldn't start. I couldn't start the original stream because it doesn't support the browser doesn't support YouTube Studio, so I couldn't start the scheduled stream in my YouTube live control room from my
So
phone.
now you want to get rid of it?
No, I wanted to start that stream the other day instead of making a new stream.
Oh, okay. So now what do you want to do?
Oh no, I don't want to do anything now. I just want to know for the future how I could start the stream that I scheduled.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's that's a funny one. That's bro.
It's
I
right
don't know the
now.
answer that I don't know the answer to that question right off the bat.
Okay.
I have to look at something for me to get my head around it.
Okay. Well, thank you for letting me know about the StreamYard situation, so I could know how to do that with the 2 phones, 2 cameras.
Yeah. Yep. So one that's as a one phone as the host, send an email to yourself, and use that phone to pick up that email and utilize the link
Okay.
that will take you into the StreamYards. Yeah.
Thank you, Big B.
And have fun, my bro. Have fun.
Absolutely fun. That's the number one word. Fun.
That's it. It's it's definitely Matt was saying it's definitely a mobile phone issue. Why you weren't able to stream? I went through the same thing yesterday myself. Went through the same thing yesterday. So that's what I was thinking. It was not supported by the mobile phone.
That may be the thing.
Yeah, but we'll crack it, bro. We'll crack it.
Yes, we'll crack it.
One of those missions that we can do together if you like.
Yes, that would be helpful.
Well, man, I appreciate you coming
Yeah.
up and sharing with us and everyone. The date. So just a quick recap. When can we expect the auction? And
My live auction will be this Tuesday, December 14th at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's when the auction you will be that's when it'll be expected around. Yep. That's the time.
there you go. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Lock it in.
Lock it in.
Tuesday, the 14th of December, we will be having Matt's massive marketplace.
Matt's Merry Marketplace.
Matt's Merry
Yep.
Christmas marketplace. Matt Extravaganza.
That's another catchphrase I have. Thank you, baby.
Become part of Matt's Extravaganza.
Matt Extravaganza.
I love it. I love it. That's what I love. That's what I love when I'm talking with you, Matt. You always come up with the best ideas, my friend.
Thank you, Big B.
No, appreciate you coming on board, my bro.
Yes,
Thank you so much.
I appreciate you bringing me on.
No worries, my man. Take it easy. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and of course,
You
I'll
as
see
well,
you in the
Big
chat.
B. You as well.
Thank you,
I'll
brother.
stay in the chat. Take care, buddy.
Take care, brother. There we go. Young Scrap with Matt, way over there in the New York State. A confident and a respectful young man, making waves, and the adopted son and grandson for all you lovely nannies and aunties out there. Auntie Belle and Auntie G, Auntie Inga, Auntie Zombie, and nannies and all the nannies out there. And it can only mean good things for years to come. Let's get behind this young fella and show him how much love we have for what he's doing. There's no reason at all why he should be the recipient of any negativity. As far as I'm concerned, there are some special kind of people out there. That's all that they want to do. And if we get wind of that on his comments, we should get behind him and help him out. And remind these people, hey, you're abusing a 15-year-old boy here. Not you like Auntie Zombie and Gleneth is not Auntie. I'm a full-on Grammy. Yeah. Well, you can accept. You know what? You can accept any kind of title you like. You want the Grammy title? It's all yours. You want the Auntie title? It is all yours. I'm happy being bro or uncle or koro. Bugger, I missed the live May, not at all. We had just come in at the perfect time. I'm not going anywhere soon. I certainly would love to go over and pardon me, go over and support Crazy Family too if we have the time. But Matt has had a craptastic year, sad, yet he has overcome. His year hasn't been craptastic, Mac. But certainly parts of it, like most recently, hasn't been the best time of the year. And you know what? We go through a lot of adversity ourselves. At least he is going down the right path in life, not like some of the kids that go down the wrong path and stealing cars here in Brisbane. Yep. Just stealing anything, shoplifting, just being out at night and not listening to your carers, your parents. Already know the answers to the world. Already know the answers. It's crazy. Kia ora, May. How have I been? I've been awesome, thank you. The weather here has been fantastic. Hot. Hot has been keeping me away from the food dumpsters. But either way, I've been certainly enjoying life over here. Brisbane, yeah, she's crazy. Everyone, Matt Palmer is in the house. Hey, everyone, how you doing, May? Oh, sorry, not Matt, May. Hi there, Shirley Langshield. Good to see you, my friend. Matt has a lot more integrity than some adults. Also, I totally agree with you. Scrap with Matt is one of the most positive-minded young men I've ever had the honor to know. There you go. There you go. And certainly comments we can that will hold us in good stead as you mature and grow into a pillar of society, such good grounds and foundations to build your beacon on, my friend. And all around here to support you. B, any word on Kathy or her mom? Yes, we heard that she is still ill and from Wes Robinson, but she is recovering slowly. I heard from other little birdies that she may or may not have been seen out dumpster diving, of which I hope and pray that that is the case, because we know that that would be like a step in the right direction, right? The recovery, the comeback, waiting for the comeback. May Palmer, it's been hot here too. We're not used to got weather in deep south, I bet. Dawn Sharp says some teenagers are still looting here since the blame the crackhead parents. Well, you know, it takes a community to raise the children, you know, and I guess what that means for me is that in the event of parents missing, as long as the child doesn't seem entitled, like they don't need the intervention of um, of adult supervision or knowledge, then we all should take a role in being able to say to children, "Go home, behave yourself." Um, in a supportive role. We always see as children as being mischief or misbehaving, but Matt is obviously a testimony to that. Not all children are like that. It shouldn't be our first approach. Behave, you know. Send my love to her, B. I miss her videos. What a spot of sunshine. Absolutely. It's already 28 degrees here in Brisbane. Yeah, well, I mean, it's 24 here now, but we're expecting like about that same temperature for the next couple of days, and then boom, back into the 30s. Mac, I've never been there, but we go to Copperstown quite a bit. I'll give it a try for sure. We have to pray for those teenagers, but keep support the teenagers that are making a difference. Absolutely. Hey, Ellie, some is misunderstood behavior. I agree. I agree, but it's all centered around pointing the finger, unfortunately, whether it's misunderstood or misconstrued or we don't understand the circumstances. At the end of the day, people just are not taking accountability for themselves, including the children, and children never have. It's always about pointing the finger. You know, how old do you have to be before you stop pointing the finger at anyone and start taking accountability for your own actions? Yes, I think Matt is one awesome fellow. And so say all of us. Mac, too hot for me, Big B. Yeah. Yes, no, the weather is definitely warm and I'm welcome of it. I really am. But if truth be known, I'd sooner be I sooner certainly uh, um, enjoy the cooler weather than I do the hotter weather. It's so much easier for me to find ways to stay cool, to stay warm, than it is to find ways to stay cool. Let me give you the tip, ladies and gentlemen. Well, we have been going for 1 hour and 15 minutes. We're going to carry on for another 10 minutes. Look, and I'm probably going to spend that 10 minutes telling you guys how awesome you all are in supporting not only me, but this channel. It means the world to me. And, we're all, as far as I'm concerned, family. Week in, week out, we touch base, and you're right, like I said earlier on, I've been called out. I don't talk about all things dumpster diving, let that be known that I almost talk about all things dumpster diving. I like other stuff as well, but I just really love sharing my dumpster diving experiences and the things that I've found on dumpster diving, like introducing you guys to a salty Stella, who I think you guys will love immensely. If Please go and check out her channel and watch one of her videos and let her know Big B sent you. Because I think that you will watch her as incessantly as I do. Petite, what's going on? Hey, geez, I finally have been setting up my dollhouse with your items. That's cool. That's cool. May Palmer, this generation thinks the world owes them. My 11-year-old son thinks he's 21. He's a good kid, but oh my Lord, he can get out the gate. Out the gate! Oh my God, you know what I think, what I was worried about? I was worried about the sometimes the mental stability of my younger kids. It was more, I thought it was more important to be a friend and an adult than a parent. And, it's had adverse repercussions, and going into it with that mentality. That's because I was an older parent later on. I was a parent in my 40s, late 40s. Where when I was a parent in my 20s and 30s, I ruled with an iron fist. Thank you for doing that in a lot of lives. Thank you. They've been doing that in a lot of lives. Okay. Only way to stay cool here in Australia in summer is to live in a freezer. So true, Lynette. Yeah. Or turn your whole house into a air-conditioned freezer. Ellie, what you been up to, Ellie? You should come up real quick. If you do, here's the post. You guys didn't already know, Miss Ellie is a newlywed. Not quite a year yet, eh? Like 4 months or something like that. Oh, big walk-in freezer. Yeah, I reckon. Totally agree. Pilot season, Ellie. And it's 1 p.m. It's so hot, I'm melting. I tell you, I complain about melting all the time, man. And I work in a kitchen, with heat and fire and just madness. Well, that's fine. We're just about ready to wrap it up anyway. A couple of hours is just fine. We get to share. We get to share uh, a lot of news with each other and love and appreciation, of course. Yeah, you guys are all amazing. Mate, absolutely. I am always melting. Our summers run about 110 all day. Wow, that's relentless. That's almost like maniacal. That would drive me crazy. Here she is. Here's our girl.
Hey,
Wow, Ellie, how are
hey,
you?
B.
You are looking fantastic.
Thank you. It's
Tell
good to
us
see you.
how is the married life been treating you, Ellie? You and the captain.
Very well. Actually, I'm really enjoying it.
Awesome. You look so happy in your wedding photos and video. It almost felt like I was right there with you. I appreciate you posting
Aw,
those up and sharing that experience.
thank you. No, I'm telling you, you guys were right there with me. Especially when we did that live and have just everybody pouring their love out. It was a nice day. A lot of good memories.
And not only that,
But
but
yeah,
you after that you posted up a couple of dumpster diving videos, all raring to go. Never seen a dumpster diver in a long dress getting in there and then getting amongst it there, Ellie.
there you go. Yeah, the skirt's not going to stop me.
Yeah.
But I've had to make sure not to get it caught on the side when I've been jumping in and out though. I have had to watch that.
Yeah. If there's already other things on our minds that we have to keep an eye on, right? What's another thing? What's another thing?
Well, it's okay. I think that actually it's been good for me because I think the people that have seen me, they're just like, oh, look, it's a religious nut. I'm not going near them. And then nobody bothers me. So I'm thinking this might work.
Yeah, but just to set the mood like perfectly and to solidify, no one would bother you. I would put on like one of those headbands with the with the things like poking out like ears or something. Yeah, just to solidify the craziness a little bit, I
Oh,
reckon.
no, I've got my tail. See? I got my tails flowing
Oh,
in the wind. So
there you go. You do. Nice.
I could turn them into ears.
So, how's life on the islands right now with the festivities coming on? Do you get a lot of visitors coming onto the islands?
No, this is our down period. So, pretty much tourist season really, I mean, it officially ends at the end of September, but we still have tourists kind of trickling in a little bit through the beginning of November. So now it's downtime and we can kind of rest up. It gets a little boring around here, but what I was saying about pilot season, because I still do my consulting and then the creative development on the side for reality TV, and this is the busy time right now. So
Okay.
I'm doing a little bit of that, and I switch my hats around.
Yeah. Well, you've always got to have them handy, right?
I missed what you said, B.
You got to have your hats. We have so many. We got to have them handy, so we're able to change when we need to keep ourselves busy, sane, if you like.
Hey, you know how it is. Master of all trades, or jack of all trades, master of none, that type of thing.
Which all, but there's a continuance to that saying. Have you ever heard the continuance to that saying, Ellie?
No.
It's the jack of all trades, master of none. Will always, uh, will always be better than the master of one.
There you go. Okay,
So
I've not heard that.
So they say. Oh, I've only heard it recently, and I'm kind of like, what? For real? Okay. I don't know. I don't know. When I look at musical instruments, I think I'd rather be like a master of one. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. Yes, I know what you mean. I'm one of
So
those people. I would have loved to play a musical instrument, but I just couldn't sit down and actually learn it.
So what's the plans for Christmas for you and your family over there on the island, Ellie?
Well, we actually just got through Hanukkah, and but we have a Christmas tree which I set up as a Hanukkah tree every year, but it's really pretty. And my kids, it's just holidays are not the same because the kids are older, and this year they're all hanging out in North Carolina with their friends and all that, and it's kind of bittersweet.
No, it is.
It's not like having them there Christmas morning wanting to wake you up at 3 a.m. because they're excited and that type of thing. So
No,
we're
I
just
no,
having like an empty
totally
nester Christmas.
totally agree with you. And there's a part of me that misses and craves it. Because it was always
Yeah,
fun and it was made my heart and my soul feel good and something to look forward to. For so many different reasons. To take time off work and have those holidays to enjoy with your family. And then there's a side of me that was like okay, now I've earned my rest now, and don't have to go full on with the traditional cooking and making a big fuss and having a big cleanup. And yeah, not to say that that's a bad side of the Christmas. That all is part and parcel of the fun. It's just
right.
I'm just, whilst I'm sad that the kids are no longer around, I'm happy that we don't have to go through the rigmarole of preparing everything, 24 hours ahead of time. We can relax our entirety right through the Christmas period. In fact, I would sooner go to my kids' house and all of those years be able to practice my payback. Go through the house and turn all the lights on. I'd love to do that. Go to the kitchen and just constantly open and close the fridge.
Leave the door open. You got to have the heat or the AC going out,
Yep. I would love to take off my top, take off my jacket, and just drop it on the floor, just right there. Just leave it there. Take off my hat, just put it on the table, just walk around
Yep.
aimlessly and swing on the pantry doors. All of the fun stuff that they think that we've forgotten over the years, and but that hasn't. Whilst I'm laughing about it, I'm sure my kids are fully aware that's what I would do. So, no invitation has been sent yet, not yet. So I'm waiting. I'm waiting for my day in court, so to speak.
Gotcha. Jury duty.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
It is coming.
I wanted to actually see. I had a question. Throughout the year, I save so much of what I find for the kids. I just take a whole pile and I just set it aside. And when I was at the Head Start, I used to take all the things to the Head Start because, the majority of the kids that are there, they're coming right out of the projects. So this year I have all these gift bags, and what we're doing is we're putting it all on the boat. And then I've got some people that are bringing the families over to the county dock so that they can grab a bag for each of their kids. What I'm wondering is how many of the dumpster divers do their own little thing around the holidays with all the things that they've found. Do they put together things for nursing homes? Do they put together things for the kids? Do they go take all the toys and put them in the Salvation Army Toys for Tots bins? Or I would be interested in knowing some of that stuff if you guys want to discuss it, for a holiday discussion
Sure.
about diving.
Well, look, I know, like for example, Heather's Halls uh, accumulates a lot of the kids' toys, clothes, shoes, and
Yeah.
craft stuff, etc., and donate amasses a pile and sends it to the children's hospital. Um,
Yeah.
me myself, I never sell any children's things or stuff like that. I either give it away for free, or
Absolutely. Yeah.
I've got a couple of organisations that I donate to. One's called the Jacaranda organisation, where they give food and to families, but they amass toys for the kids over Christmas time. Plus, there's uh, a Christmas for dads in prison. So we send a whole heap of packaged presents to prisons, and so then when they have visits with their kids, they can give them presents to their children.
Oh,
Is the way that they do
that's
that.
nice.
Yeah.
That's nice.
There's a whole heap of different organizations that I tap into for that, because as as you know, and anyone else that dumpster dives knows, we come across a lot of craft kids things in our dumpster dive, tons of it.
School supplies.
School
That
supplies,
breaks my heart every year when I see how much school supplies are dumped.
more than anything else, pens, papers, books, just pencil cases, all sorts of.
Yep.
Oh, just want to say a quick hi to
Backpacks. Yep.
Cynthia in the house. How's it going, Cynthia? Woohoo! But yeah, there shouldn't be any reason why people couldn't Google search something in your area and find something that involves sending our dumpster dive stuff to uh, organizations that cater to children. But
Yeah.
yeah, I know of a few of us divers that do that. It's probably the best time of the year to move our products that we've been amassing. I had a conversation last week, Ellie, about how many people in here that are dumpster divers um, um, are accidental hoarders, and was not surprised at all about the amount of people that raise their hands and say, "Yes, I've got
Oh
a
yeah.
pile here, Big B," and for whatever reason that we're unable to move it through us, the problem is I taking more than we should, or that we believe, that we think that we can move through us.
Yeah.
It begs the question, if we're dumpster diving for the right intentions. Um, I'm guilty of creating a small little a death pile, but I could only imagine what it would be like if I didn't have the outlets that I do. I could only imagine what it would be like. Yeah.
Yeah. It sounds like you've got a lot of really nice groups and places that you can reach out to. Um, I don't know that there's that much here, other than doing the kind of the regular things like finding the pet food and dropping it off at the Humane Society, and there's a couple of churches where you can drop the things off that you find. Um, I haven't run into too many. I love that idea about the prison. What you were saying, that's fabulous. That's great.
Oh yeah.
Donating to the prison so that they can give the gifts to their families. I think that's great. I would love to be able to find some kind of. There's got to be some projects around here that do something like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I've been. Yeah, well, um, all my adult life, I've been involved with some kind of charitable organization, whether it's been a community based one or a non-profit, larger organization. The reason why I willingly go into these organizations, because it taps me into other organizations. It's definitely a networking exercise, and it had nothing to do with dumpster diving or scavenging at the time. It was completely separate from that. It was having the ability to connect dots with people that are wanting something on this side, and me having the knowledge that I can connect them with someone that could help them on that side. So I'm more of a weaver of weaving people together, to find that connection. Now with the dumpster diving being added to that as a factor,
Yep.
having nurtured these relationships in the past was all part of a masterful plan that I was totally unaware of at the time. But now it's sort of like, I get it now. Okay, I see why now.
You know, it's interesting when we can look at our lives and say, wow, God knew the blueprint and he's been helping me this whole time.
Hard out, without a shadow of doubt. And it's a question I've often asked myself. Like even the jobs that I've done in my life, just the experiences. I completely look at it as filling up a tool bag or a toolbox with all these tools, and
Yeah.
whether it's for my own or to help others. I can set through my toolbox and pick one out and go, well, let's see if this tool fits, if it works, and making those connections. In that regard, I feel blessed. So yeah, all part of a masterful plan I was totally unaware of.
Yeah, but you're open to it though. You're open to, the universe and God showing you, and being able to use your gifts. And I mean, you've got a personality just bigger than life, and you're just as sweet as pie, and you're not in competition with anybody. You just want to help. And that's why everything is going so well, and your channel is growing, and you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. You got to do what feels right. We all have to use our intuition and trust our gut, and know when we're supposed to follow, or know when we're being called, I should say.
Yeah, no, I super appreciate that those comments, Ellie. I mean, obviously, humility kicks in, and I don't quite see myself in that light, but I'm glad I'm able to make myself push myself forward to offer those sort of that help, assistance, and that service freely too, without any regard for return or reward. To see a smiling face, or one that's when you see eyes that trust you. When you look across to a person and you're offering their help, and there's no, what are you doing this for? Yet when there's none of that, it's just like, oh my God, I needed help. Thank you. Just that full on.
Yes.
When it's when you see those that sort of makes you, what, I'm gonna go out and do more, because that's not
Yeah.
the addiction. That's that right there. That look. That's the reward. Don't need
Yeah.
anything
Yeah.
physical or material. Don't need any of that.
Well, because we can't take that with us someday. What we take with us is the love and what we've done for humanity.
Absolutely.
So what are we going to leave behind?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it
What is our
says,
legacy?
in the Bible, it talks great, about tithing, and you are constantly tithing. you're constantly tithing your time and your energy and your heart, and that's what it's all about, B. And you're a
That's it.
happy person. Look how happy you are giving to others.
I couldn't think of anything better to do with my time
Yep.
in my life than to give. You know, I mean,
Yes,
can it
I
be
agree.
done? Can it be done? Detrimentally. To not in your favor. Like give of yourself complete. It can sometimes, but you just got to move beyond that. I've had it backfire many times. Does it stop me from doing it in the future? Heck no. It's just one of those things. Life throws a few curveballs. We just got to know how to swing with it, and yeah, always up.
Well, I've
Always remember.
always said that it's not. I've always said it's not the survival of the fittest. It's the survival of who's the most adaptable. And we all have to have a certain amount of adaptability in this life, and work together. I think that's probably where a lot of people don't adapt very well, is putting their ego to the side and, just working together. But,
Absolutely.
the world's changing, it's growing. I think we're definitely seeing a divide. I don't know if, maybe I'm talking out of my head now, but I think we're seeing a divide where, there's ones that are just ego driven and they're on one side, and then you've got this other side that we just really want to get back in touch with each other.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. People are gonna stay in their lanes, and some people aren't. I just hope that the people, at the very least, that we want to surround ourselves with not only like-minded humans, but also with ones that when we walk in the room, their eyes light up and they just can't, like, looking forward to seeing you. Anything less than that, you know, change the location a little bit. Surround ourselves.
I agree with you. I
So
agree with you.
what can people look forward to seeing from you in the near future, Petite Fireball? What's 2022 going to look like for the channel?
Well, I mean, everybody is seeing me get a lot closer to my faith now that I'm covering keeping kosher and dressing modest and all that. So my viewers are learning Judaism with me.
Yep.
Even though I've always been Jewish. So that's kind of been fun. And when I'm going through the dumpsters and I'm finding food, I'm telling everybody actually what I'm finding. Can I eat it or not? So we're all learning something together. And Terry and I mean, we still have our vlogs, our island vlogs, and we have our paperwork for adoption. So we just started that process, and we're really excited about it, but we're probably going to be waiting for a while.
Yeah.
So hopefully that's what's in 2022.
Well, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, play it by ear. And go with the flow. But with a little bit of direction in there. You only get out what you put into it.
Oh, hey, Cynthia.
Yeah,
the comments are. Hey, Cynthia, I couldn't read it. Aw, thank you.
Yeah, she just dropped a recent vlogging video, Christmas vlogging video, recently. So go over and check out Cynthia's dumpster diving with purpose. There we go. Also,
I've been.
Ellie,
Yep.
anything else you would like to add to any final words to our wonderful people in the chat?
I just want to wish everybody happy holidays. Be safe. Take care of each other. Love each other. You know, life is short, life is fragile. And if you haven't given somebody next to you a hug in a while, you know, just give them a hug.
Yep, human contact is super important, you know, and people, you know, a lot of people cringe away from it, but they're the ones that need it the most, really, you know.
That's absolutely
Human
true. Yeah, that's true.
contact, human contact. Ali, super appreciate you coming on and sharing with us your
No, thank you for inviting me, B.
incredible
Thank you for
moments.
having me. This was a treat.
It was a treat for me, honestly. The honor was all mine. The pleasure was all mine, Ali. Um, been friends for a long time and probably, and no doubt, be friends for a lot longer after this. I'm excited to see your journey unfold for 2022. And although no, I'm not a religious man, I am a cultural man, and I think that's
Yes.
you know, your um, religion represents culture. So I'm super excited to learn more about that as well as we're heading into 2022. Thank you so much. I hope you have an awesome holiday. Say hello
Thank
to the
you,
captain
B.
from me and all of us on the
I
chat. And
will.
I look forward to seeing you in future lives, my dearest friend.
All right. Thank you, B. All right, guys. Love you. Hugs. I'm sending you a virtual hug, B.
I'm virtually accepting it.
Good.
Thanks, Jelly.
All right. Bye.
An amazing moments with Petite Fireball, our friend, my friend, and your friend Ellie. She's been around. She's been around the traps, man, for a long time. I'm so grateful for the shout out from Big B to you at Vault Diving. Love your channel. Yes, I love the Vault family. And everyone on here. My bro, Psychotic, what is going on, brother? It's good to see Ellie. You know, she's good peoples, and I love surrounding myself with good peoples, and that's what you are all representative of. You're representations of what good peoples are, and you guys. If I was to take a quote from I wouldn't say a classic movie, but one I did enjoy, Jerry Maguire, "Use complete me." Does that sound corny? I hope not, because it wasn't meant to be. It was meant to be true and legit. That's the diving glamour. You are awesome, Gina. You know, just like you guys, just keep working hard. Look, the beauty about everything, things taking off on the channels. NJ Gerald, hello, been living with Big B. Hope you're well. Haven't been on here in a while because I was working, but lost job yesterday. Great to see you, my friend. Hope happy holidays. Sorry to hear, NJ, about you losing your job. Hopefully that you'll bounce back and get back on your feet again, my bro. And wishing and praying for you all the best. Yes, Claudette is awesome, Volt. It's like just an amazing, positive and supportive person. And I would do the same as I recommend, people I recommend on my channel as I watched them for a long time. And I see them in the same light as I would if I was to introduce people into my house. I don't allow, for lack of a better word, idiots. I don't introduce my family to idiots. Can't afford to have that kind of energy in my home. It has to be one of love and acceptance, inclusion, and humility, some empathy. I just duck down there for a second. Gina, yeah, you did really well. I really enjoyed your use of your GoPro, Gina. Just while we're on here, Yes, we all love Claudette. Oh my gosh. Love the your new GoPro footage. I think I left a comment on there that might have seemed a little like a little bit left of center. Asking you to, well, not asking you, but sort of suggesting you play around with some of the settings on there and just have fun with it. And I hope you do. And play it back so then you know what angle you can put your camera on with is the only thing. Otherwise, love your conversation. Love that you put your face on there. And your last recap, carry on with your recaps. Despite what anyone says about recaps, I just started doing the recaps during the video as opposed to putting it right at the end of the video. It's because at the end of the night to go and set up a recap and then go through that rigmarole and then after filming, put it all away. It is an extra 2 hours that I could do without. Sometimes I could be out diving for 4 or 5 hours, and that's a shift at work, man. So I try my best to show you while I'm there what I'm getting, and no one really misses out. But I know people enjoy them. But yeah, put your recaps in if you want. Don't put them in if you don't want to. Either way, there was one thing Romantic said that was true, that the growth is dependent, especially in YouTube, on your watch time, who is viewing for how long, and retention. Whereas on Facebook, it's about reach and engagement, two different beasts. So bear that in mind. Bear that in mind. You can put a recap on a Facebook video. Would do just as good as a video on YouTube with no recap. Be just as good. At first, wasn't into it, but I get a big B. It's cool. Yeah. It's not everyone's cup of tea. A lot of comments I get about missing the recap and enjoying the recap. Unfortunately, there are people out there that will skip right past all of your content and go straight to the recap. Is that okay? That's okay. That's okay if that's what they want to do. This happens to be a majority. If I'm really going to be serious about after putting 2 years time and effort into, and for like dumpster diving with purpose, who's I've been doing it a lot longer than I have. Uh, whether it justifies putting all that time and effort to be fast forwarded is an element of disrespect in itself. How do we make people watch all the way through without having to, and still have the recap at the back? There's not much you can do, and if we're gonna, luckily we don't see the world in a cynical way, but we have to adapt and try all sorts of different ways. Especially after all the editing, yes, I tell you, it's and not just dumpster diving. I mean, just creating in general, man. Boy, NJ, I met Big B a few months back, and he's a great person, very inspirational. Thank you, NJ. No, I appreciate all of the thumbs up and the comments. Just turning up and sitting here conversing with me. I love you guys all, and we got some interesting material to cover next week. We will be going down to the beach as decided by you guys. To tell you the truth, I'm pretty excited about it. Yep, I'm pretty excited about it. So looking forward to doing that. Actually, let's just lock that in. So just to recap what's been going on tonight. just our prayers and our thoughts and our best wishes went out to all the families affected by the tornadoes. Um, we touched base about confrontation with security and law and employees. That for the most part, that we are there to be respectful and if asked to leave, we should just leave. But I think there's as we grow in confidence, that we should be raising awareness to these security employees and managers about the legalities, and that you actually have a right to be where you have to be, and throwing out trespass notices is only effective when you have the police there. They can't enforce trespass on their own. There's a process, and no one wants to take it to that level ever, to be trespassed. But you can't trespass people of public property at all, anywhere. You can't be trespassed of public property. So know your stuff. Know your stuff. If you're willing to raise awareness and re-educate, reprogram people into thinking to our way of thinking, what we're doing ain't bad. It ain't bad at all. Then we had Scrap with Matt come up and join us. He's got his Matt's Merry Marketplace on the 14th, Tuesday, the 14th of December. So it would do us all a great favor and do him a great favor to go over and support him on that beautiful day. I'm just looking forward to seeing how it's going to all unfold. I will be there in spirit. It's a little bit too pricey to get things shipped over for me, so I'll be encouraging Matt. I'll be encouraging plenty of people to be buying if I show up. What else? Oh, we had Petite Fireball just on Ellie, talking about accumulating kids' toys from dumpster diving and donating them to good, worthy organizations in charity. And so we named a few and played around with some ideas. Looking forward to seeing her channel grow heading into 2022. But other than that, OMG, Andy, yeah, he's back in the house too. Shucks. I actually brought up one of his videos, trapped and got caught by security, but you never saw anything, so I didn't worry about it so much. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to call it a night. I certainly do appreciate you guys hanging in there with me and chatting for the last 2.5 hours. Certainly my pleasure to bring this to you guys live, and being part of the live chat. Who have we got out there? We've got Scrap Dog is live at the moment. I think I saw a notification pop up. There's Crazy Family Tube is also live. Heather's Halls, I think, might have an auction on as well. Go over and check her out. Don't have to buy anything, but just pop in and say, hey. Goals for 2022. Well, we'll bring that up in the next show, Dumpster, Cynthia. And come up and join. Come up and come with Cynthia and jump on board and share the live with me. And we can talk about each other's goals for 2022. Yeah. I would love to, if you're keen to do that. I would love to do that with you. It's been a long time since we've got online and chatted. Prayers to all during this giving season and throughout to the year for excellent health and wealth and abundance of joy. I love that, E-Dreams. Thank you so much. Cynthia would be and has been a fantastic guest. But yeah, love and blessings to you all. My thought of the day before you go out and enjoy the rest of the world out in YouTube land is always remember to keep smiling. You know what? It's free. Not only is it free, but it's free to give. But you never know how much it will change someone's entire day, if not life, if you don't give them a smile for no reason. You don't need a reason to smile at someone. You just need to have the smile, and that's the reason. In saying that, guys, nō reira, tēnā rā koutou katoa, which means thank you, everyone, for joining me. I love and appreciate you all. Have a fantastic rest of your weekend, and I look forward to seeing you guys on the next Bin Living Adventure. Peace. Oh, hey, Christina. Just before hey, Christina.